Welcome back, everyone. Josh Gregory here, and let's talk sports. Even after a setback last week, the Ohio football season got off to a roaring start, and that is under strong leadership, but leadership doesn't always come in loud voices. Ohio football reporter Blake Baker has the story on one of the Green and White's quiet captains. And while we're talking about football, make sure you tune in to WOUB at 11:30 tonight for Gridiron Glory. Catch us at Vinton County, where the Vikings host the River Valley Raiders, and we'll also be at Wellston as the Golden Rockets look to upset Athens. In the TVC Hawking, we'll have reporters at Southern catching the classic Tornado Wildcat rivalry. In this SVC, the Huntington Huntsmen look to find conference win number 2 against Piketon, and Paint Valley looks to put an end to Southeastern's perfect record. And in the MVL, Tri-Valley and John Glenn, two 6-1 teams battle it out in one of the most anticipated games of the season. Don't miss the action. From the gridiron to the diamond in baseball, the Chicago Cubs eliminated the Washington Nationals last night in an intense 9-8 win. The Cubs trailed until the top of the 5th. Addison Russell at bat hits a bullet down the left line. Double RBI with Wilson Contreras and Ben Zobrist running in for the point. Chicago takes a 5-4 lead, and they never looked back from it. Top of the 6th, Addison again hits a liner into left field where outfielder Jason Worth can't make the play. Whiffs on the ball, allowing Zobrist to score. And Chicago up 7-4. And here we are at the bottom of the 8th. It's 9-7 Cubs until Michael Taylor hits a single up the middle. Daniel Murphy in for the point, giving the Nationals a fighting chance, but it didn't last after Wade Davis struck out Bryce Hopper at the bottom of the 9th, giving the Cubs the win.
Now let's talk a little bit more about the Buckeyes. One player in Nelsonville is leading the entire state of Ohio in tackles this season. That player is middle linebacker Ronnie Wind, and now senior reporter Josh Gregory joins me to take a look at this young stud.
Joey P., before tonight, this young man had 83 tackles. And after tonight, he is right on the cusp for triple-digit numbers, and that's in just 6 games. There is nothing but respect for him out in Nelsonville.
All right, here we go, boys, let's go.
Nelsonville's defense is making a name for itself across the state.
He's 165 pounds. He's not supposed to have 83 tackles as a middle linebacker, but evidently no one's told him that.
And that's largely because of the Buckeyes' only returning linebacker, senior Ronnie Wen, who leads the state in tackles this season.
I'm always telling you, Rick, for locker room, I have more tackles than you. He'll say, I'll bet you. And it's always a bet between him and Collister, Colt. And, it's just everybody motivated to make tackles.
With this motivation, the Buckeyes' defense has only allowed an average of about 10 points per game.
Between him and Donald McCollister, Colt Ganger, they've been playing pretty lights out, so pretty happy so far.
And Coach Richards isn't the only one who's happy with Wend.
It feels like I want to be out there with him. It means a lot. It's definitely in your blood. You just want to keep the tradition going.
Now to hear another Ronnie Wind, and he's doing a tremendous job, and to hear his name announced time after time after time on tackles and everything, it just makes you feel really good.
Tackle.
You got to lay it on the line and have fun doing it.
After tackle.
You can't coach heart. You got a lot of heart.
After tackle.
Ronnie Wen and the Buckeyes rolled past Megs tonight 49-14, and with a defense like this, I don't see them stopping anytime soon.
Reporter Josh Gregory met with Clear Edge professionals and Adena Sports Medicine while they were testing on student athletes.
You can see a broken bone or feel a torn muscle, but you can't always see what's going on in a player's head.
Concussions are the hot topic right now in sports, and at Adena we're striving to stay on top of the game.
And that all starts with education and communication.
We're educating these kids to know what is going on in their body, and that's the thing, and communication, making sure they're communicating with me, with them, with the coach. Everybody's communicating so that we're all on the same page.
To help with this, Clear Edge Technology developed a brand new toolkit to record and track brain health, and they've begun testing on high school athletes.
What we're doing today is baseline testing. Baselines allow us to see every individual is different. So through all these tests, the cognitive as well as the balance, we're able to see what's changed. How is a specific person doing now versus how they're doing in a week from now.
The cognitive portion involves an athlete taking a test that is designed to measure their simple reaction time. For the balance test, an athlete will stand in varied positions on a hard or soft surface with their eyes open and closed in order to measure the way different systems in the brain behave. All of this is recorded into the athlete's profile.
I've been involved with this project for about 4 years now. I've seen a lot of players. I've tested thousands of players, MMA fighters to college students, and I've seen what a difference this technology has as far as everything else in the marketplace.
And the players take this testing seriously.
You know, there's a life after football, and once you finish football, you know, it's fun, but you want to make sure you're staying safe out there because you don't want to hurt your brain or your head or anything, so that's it's certainly going to help them.
There are some big boys out there, and they hit hard, so I mean, it's, you know, there's a life after football, so I want to be healthy for, you know, after that.
Adina Sports Medicine is partnering with the Clear Edge technology to provide more safety for the athletes in the Chillicothe area.
In high school, I did suffer a couple concussions, so I've got that history of it, but our goal as athletic trainers is to keep these kids as safe as possible, make sure that they're not having these long-term effects that we're reading in the news about with the NFL players and everybody else going on and on.
To help make football and life a little bit safer.
And I really am beginning to see the effect that we can have on parents' lives, on kids' lives. This is not a sports concussion protocol. This is a brain health assessment tool.
So that students can leave the gridiron and tackle life to the fullest.
His leadership and flexibility as a player is something that really can't go unnoticed, so I had to give it to him this week.
Well, Danny, there is no doubt that he had a heroic week, but if you want to talk about talent, then look no further than the Lady Spartans. It was a record-breaking week in Alexander, and that's why our Hero of the Week award goes to Leah and Rachel Richardson. You heard Josh talk about the Richardsons earlier, so you must know that I couldn't pick just one of them as Hero of the Week. Both of them put up heroic performances by shattering 3 school records. Let's rewind to last year. The Alexander Spartans lost their one and only season game to Chesapeake with a score of 9-3. But this year, big mistakes plagued the Spartans. Going into the second half, they were already down 27-7. The Chesapeake Panthers capitalized on huge plays like this 56-yard touchdown rush by Cecil Fletcher in the first play of the third quarter. That was the only play the Chesapeake offense played all quarter. The defense did a lot of the work in the later part of the game. Alexander did find some momentum in A.J. Marks. He scored Alexander's first 2 touchdowns, this one right here from 11 yards out, and was an all-around force to be reckoned with. But like I said, Danny, sloppy ball control really messed with the Spartans. Austin Browning takes advantage of the loose ball, scoops it up. He says, adios, muchacho, as he takes the ball 86 yards to the house, putting the Panthers up 40-13, and they will cruise by with a dominant 47-16 win tonight.
Reporter Josh Gregory was out in Bulldog country to take it all in. So Josh, just how much was riding on this game?
Well, Danny, River Valley's entire season practically on the line tonight, and with a win, they could be in the running for that first or second spot in the TVC Ohio. But Athens also had to win this one if they wanted any chance to stick with NY in the race for the crown. It was senior night in Athens, love all around, but that didn't stop River Valley from raining on their parade. After recovering their own kick, they heat up. Patrick Brown finds Trey Craycraft up the middle. He makes a man miss and takes it 35 yards, setting the Raiders up in Athens territory. They miss their first field goal attempt, but they keep at it on defense. Andy Costaval finding nothing but dirt on this 4-yard loss. They go 3 and out, and River Valley again takes control. Trey Craycraft takes matters into his own hands on this 49-yard rush, taking his team into good field position once again. However, they'd miss their second field goal attempt, ending the first quarter tied at 0.